Good evening. This is the evening news. I'm your host for tonight, Catboy Kunhua. In the news.
Yeah.
Alabama Public Television is refusing to air an episode of the cartoon Arthur, where a popular character, Mr. Rathburn, is getting married to a same-sex partner. Because in Alabama, a 12-year-old girl is mature enough to give birth to a rapist baby, but is not regarded to be emotionally mature enough to handle the reality of gay marriage. Last week was the very last episode of Game of Thrones that was aired on HBO.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. It had everything, including another modern drinking container that wasn't meant to be in the shot.
Yes, it was.
Hold that picture. I gotta zoom in on that.
People are so shocked about the series being over that counselors are actually making themselves available to talk about the show after the series ends. So if you're traumatized, trained professionals are standing by to give you a good smack in the mouth and tell you to grow the hell up.
Read that book.
Okay. Uber is now offering a quiet mode for people who don't want to talk to their drivers, but it'll cost you extra.
No.
Costing extra, all that's going to do is give the driver incentive to be even more annoying. Anyway, once the nurse drains the cyst out of my left knee, I'll be able to sleep on my side. Oh, you don't want to hear this story? That'll be $2.99. But I gotta warn you, I have a goiter.
Oh, God.
Okay. In Japan is testing the next generation bullet train that travels at over 250 miles an hour. They call it the Alpha X because the dick rail was too obvious. Okay, according to a police report in South Dakota, a man is accused of stealing $500 worth of sex toys from a couple's home over a period of 2 years. Each time he entered the home for about 40 seconds and then left with the stolen items. How he was able to find the sex toys so quickly was not explained until it was revealed the couple kept them in a bowl by the door like Halloween candy.
Open the door, reach in, pull out.
By the way, if anyone ever tells you to go eat a bowl of dicks, there it is. Now, according to a survey taken by KDKA News, located in Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh accent is ranked as the least sexiest in all of America. The most unappealing. Right. Number one, the sexiest accent in all of America is Maine. Maine of all places. Because apparently nothing gets people more hot than or riled up than saying, hey, I'm getting hotter than a lobster out here, eh? Hotter than a lobster. Sexy. Come and get it, ladies. He's single. Okay. Next up, we have 2 U.S. Army veterans recently exchanged vows on the New York subway. They both have done tours in Afghanistan, so they were used to bleak, treacherous surroundings full of hostile locals. They said they wanted to get married somewhere that reminded them of where they met. The ceremony was performed by the groom's sister-in-law, a retired judge. And in keeping with subway tradition, she told him, you may now rub up against the bride.
You may not grope the bride.
A new study published by CNN shows that British people get drunk more often than any other nationality. The study was conducted by the renowned Institute of anyone who has ever met a British person. Now, another big TV event from last weekend that involved a brutal struggle for power between warring houses was, of course, the appearance of Democratic candidate for president Pete Buttigieg. Am I saying that right? Buttigieg on Fox News. He did a town hall meeting where he sat down with Chris Wallace. Wallace pressed Buttigieg on how he's going to respond to Trump's attacks upon him on Twitter, which Buttigieg straight up replied, I don't care. Don't care. Well, I'm very happy for you, Buttigieg, that you don't have to care about Trump's tweets, but unlike some of us who have to read them every fucking week just to get a laugh. Speaking of which, Donald Trump's tweets. Donald Trump got into a Twitter tirade with Iran over the weekend where Donald Trump straight up threatened Iran with not existing anymore. In response, Iran called upon Trump to address Iranians with respect, not threat of war. Afterwards, the entire world said, hey, we've been trying to get that guy to talk with respect for years with the rest of us. That ain't happening. Pretty tall order there, Iran. All right. And that's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy Kunhua.
No.